contact the mothership is housed in Accra, and it is also supported by Amin Scientific and Alternative Medical Hospital. Amin, God is our healer. Join us live on YouTube on Omanfm and also on Facebook, and listen to Maritime and Port News on FM in Kumasi. My name is Nanesi Boateng. Let's move straight to our stories. A former board chairman of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies, OMCs, Mr. Henry Akwabwa, has called on the National Petroleum Authority, NPA, to begin a rigorous exercise to sanitize the oil marketing space to allow only responsible companies to participate in the sector. He said the sector contributes about 15% of government's revenue. His call follows GRA's notice to OMCs who have defaulted on paying taxes to quickly settle their tax liabilities by December 2021 or risk having their names published and subsequently prosecuted. By law, every OMC is required to collect taxes in the price build-up on behalf of the government and pay to GRA every 21 days. Failure to honor this obligation is a criminal act and should be dealt with as such. He has therefore called on the National Petroleum Authority to begin a rigorous exercise to clean the entire OMC space. The managing director of the Bulk Oil Storage and Transportation, Edwin Provincial, has revealed that about 10 members of staff from the Kumasi depot will be sacked if investigations find them culpable in the alleged fuel adulteration at the depot. Others, he said, will face punitive measures going forward. He stated that all those who were on duty at Pump Station 1 and other vantage points are sanctioned on the day of the incidents as the depot are under investigations. The managing director, speaking during a stakeholders meeting with transport owners in Accra, said management were patiently waiting for the outcome of the investigations and recommendations of same to act. He told the transport owners that fuel tampering in transit by tanker drivers in the industry is causing the nation several millions of dollars. He urgently appealed to the field truck owners to immediately take measures to put a stop to this practice or lose their business contract with Post. Lithuania's dispute with China escalated after local media reported that goods from some of its companies were barred from entering Chinese port. Foreign Minister Gabrielius Landsbergis described the move as unannounced sanctions on Friday and said Lithuania will seek assistance from the European Commission this week to solve the issue. The minister said it's unprecedented when one European Union member state is being partially sanctioned. Local media reports that some of the Baltic nations' forestry and furniture goods are being held up at port after Lithuania was deleted from China's electronic customs declaration system from December 1st. Lithuania hasn't received any official comment on the matter from China. The European Commission said it's in contact with Lithuania and the European Union's delegation in Beijing to verify the information. Meanwhile, Lithuania's finance minister, Gintas Kart, said less than 1% of Lithuania's export go to China, and the decision should have no fundamental impact on its economy. Tensions between China and Lithuania have been escalating since Taiwan opened a representative office in the Baltic nation's capital last month, something Beijing deems disrespectful to Chinese sovereignty. China recalled its ambassador and downgraded ties with Lithuania to the level of charge d'affaires. And as we speak, Lithuania's shipments to China are not allowed to be cleared at Chinese port. Maritime and Port News will update you when the European Union takes a decision on this matter. The PSA International, a global port operator owned by the Singaporean government, on Wednesday said it has agreed to acquire Philadelphia-based freight management company BDP International, building on the trend of asset-based transportation providers expanding to offer customers end-to-end logistics service. PSA is the largest container terminal operator in the world based on throughput. Last year, it handled 86.8 million 20-foot equivalent unit. BDP, which is owned by New York-based private equity firm Greenbrier Equity Group, is the 30th largest third-party logistics provider in the U.S. with $1.5 billion in gross revenue, according to research and consulting firm Armstrong & Associates. It manages international shipment for companies in a range of industries, including chemicals, industrial products, healthcare, and retail. It has 133 offices worldwide. PSA is owned by Temasek Holdings, the sovereign wealth fund for the government of Singapore. It began as the Port of Singapore Authority and handled its first container vessels in 1972. Today, it operates more than 60 marine, rail, and inland terminals around the world, including 25 deepwater port facilities, and handles about a fifth of the world's transshipment cargo. The management of the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority has announced that it will commence the registration of vehicles for the year 2022 from January 2nd, 2022. According to a statement released by the management, it will be introducing a new suffix 2022 to represent the 2022 year of registration as part of measures to avoid long delay and crowding at the various registration centers in anticipation of the characteristic rush to register and license vehicles. The DVLA has put in place enough measures to ensure smooth registration process. On this note, we wrap up this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News, proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in all your shipping solutions. Contact them at the Shippers House in Accra, and supported by Oman Scientific and Alternative Medical Hospital. Amen. God is our healer. I am Nanesi Boateng, producer Kwekwa Boateng. Have a great Maritime and Port Day.
Go. Wake up to a fresh morning. National Agenda, your #1 morning show.